Okay, this is your girl Rempe Uncommon. I'm doing a video on I'm doing a live reading. Actually, I'm doing a reading for black women, how our focus for this year 2018. We'll be looking at the present state of the black woman. We'll be looking at what our focus will be this year 2018. We'll be looking at what we need to remove. We'll be looking at our relationships with black men. We'll be also looking at our relationships with the world as a whole, and what our outcome, what it looks like, and what the ancestors have to say for this year, how we can do better for ourselves and our families. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. Go ahead and shuffle. Okay, great. Right. Thank you, Spirit. Ancestors are here. They already know because they already know what's popping, because they told me it's time to do this reading. So this is a worldwide reading for the black woman for this year 2018. So we're going to focus. Okay, listen up, ladies, because you got questions. You want to know why things ain't going your way. You tried, you've done everything, but obviously you ain't done everything. All right, so there's things that you might need to change. And you know what they say, if you say you're going to do the same thing over and over again and get a different result, then you're fooling yourself. Okay. Right. Okay, so let's go. Okay, the present state of black women, right? What we should be focusing on in 2018, what we need to remove from our lives in 2018, our relationships with black men, our relationship with the world, our outcome for the black woman in 2018, and we're going to be in the middle is advice from the ancestors, and the overall energy of the reading is the Four of Wands. Now this is a happy home. Yeah, that's a happy home. Right, okay. The Four of Wands represents I love a family, a happy family. Is in the upright, so this is looking good. So this is what the ancestors want us to focus on, our happy home. We have to start at home. We can't be looking outside. We can't be dealing with the home down the road. We can't be talking about Mr. and Mrs. William from number 22, who have the nice car and them have the nice this and the nice that. We ain't looking at that. We are now looking at our own homes. We need to put our own houses in order. Okay, so that's the overall energy for this reading, and that is just fitting. Right, so present state of the black woman. Hey, let me just adjust the lighting a little bit here so you can see where. Okay, this is the Emperor. Now when we talked about the Emperor, in the reading that I did on Facebook Live, when it talked about ruling. Now, the message I'm getting from this is a very masculine energy. Now, we are female. We shouldn't be carrying this energy. This is. I expect to see this in the Mandem reading. I don't expect to see this in our reading. So, the Emperor is the present state of the black woman. This is serious. Meaning that the roles that we're in we're not in the right role. We're out here behaving like men. We're the ones that are taking control of the yard. We're the ones that are ruling in the house. Now I'm not saying that we don't have no rulership in our homes. No. What I'm saying is we need to be on an equal footing. But when you're controlling, because the Emperor's attribute is an Aries. You know an Aries now. You know how Aries stay already. Okay. Aries, fire. Fire. Okay, this is Aries. And this is like you have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is Aries, but this is like the big man. This is above the King of Wands. So this is a serious situation here. We are ruling the household when we shouldn't be. Now I understand that we have to, somebody has to do it. Somebody has to take control. Somebody has to rule the home. But if you got the man in the house, why are you trying to take control of the yard? Why are you in control of the home? You're supposed to be the Empress. Now the Empress is all powerful all by herself, but she's in her element. She's about procreation. She's about fertility. She's about creativeness, being creative. She's Venus, the goddess of love. Do you understand? But we are in this energy. This is telling. This is very telling. Now the Emperor, as you can see, is an Egyptian, even though we don't know where the white skin comes from. But anyway, red, which represents power, rulership. He has his crook and his fail. Rule. Those are the two. This is about rulership. This is the situation that we are in as black women. And we shouldn't be in this situation. We shouldn't be in this situation because we're not in our right energy. We want things to change for us. We need to be in our feminine state. We cannot be in a masculine state and think, say, why is he not treating me? Why is he treating me like this? Because you're not behaving like a woman. I'm sorry, you're not. Not if you're behaving like this. Yeah. Let's go on, because I don't want to get anybody upset out here. Okay. What is our focus in 2018? Hey, the world. That's right, girl. Who run the world, girl? Anyway. So, the world, this is what we're focusing on. We're taking back, this is about completing a cycle. This is about a new beginning. This is about traveling. This is about a completion of a old cycle. Could be an old way of life, the way you used to do things. You stop doing it, you're doing it something totally different now. You're traveling, maybe you're changing job, maybe you're changing home, but whatever it is, it's a change, it's an ending. There's an ending to something, a definite permanent ending, and the fact it's a major arcana, which means this is spirit. Both of these cards are major arcanas, meaning this is spirit in control of this. It's not us, this is spirit. Okay, so the world card, you see what she has in her hand? She has the Ankh. She has life. I don't know if it's a woman though. I think it's a woman. But life and a star for the journey, new journey. So it might be that you're traveling. It might be that you're going, as women, black women, what they're saying is we need to take back our world. We need to now go out into the world and be ourselves, be our authentic selves. Be ourselves with no apology. No apology. You see the rivers running, that's emotion, that is intuition. This is the number 21, which is 2 and 1 is 3, and that's the Empress. That is also represents 3 is a number of expansion, it's a number of creativity, it's the number of using your creative abilities and strengths. And you know how creative we are as women, black women. We are. We are creative, and it's now saying use your talents and your skills. Stop downplaying it. Take a risk, because the world needs us. They need us. It's time now to take control. Look at that. That person ain't no shy, retiring type. That person ain't in no little corner there with a computer and and she ain't got no idea. She's just working in this business because it's a good 9 to 5 and the pay is good, and maybe she'll get some pension at the end. No, this is somebody that's going out into the world. You know, you might as well say, all I can hear now is Diana Ross, I'm coming out. Diana Ross, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. So this is now Black Women 2018. This is your world, girl. This is your world. It's time now to take back, and it's time now to do it in your authentic self. What you used to do in the last cycle has ended. What you were doing in 2017 and before that, it's ended. It's finished. If you know, say you got that idea for a business, if you know that you want to leave that job, if you know that relationship ain't working for you, if you know, it's time to go. Because whether you like it or not, it's going to end anyway. It's going to end. But you know what? For those who have happy homes, you know, maybe this is what's coming to you in 2018. Those who are looking for the marriage and the man and the happy home, maybe this is what is coming for you. Yeah? Okay, so we move on now to what we need to remove from our lives. Hey. 6 of Cups, the past. Past ideas. Past relationships, past jobs, past arguments, things that should be left in the past. Stop dragging up the past. Stop thinking that what you did in the past. It's time to move on. You know, like all those women out there that are in dance hall because that's what they used to do in the past. Yeah, me used to go out and partying. And ain't nothing wrong with going out and partying. Ain't nothing wrong with going out and partying, but if you know that your life ain't getting no better, this is what we're supposed to remove. The shit that we used to do in the past that don't serve us, that don't do nothing for us. It's time to move on. Look, he's took his 1 cup and he's left the other 5 behind to say, you know what, I'm just going to take this 1 cup here, and the 1 cup is self-love. A new outpouring of love of self. Because the Ace of Cups, even though it might turn up in this reading, you never know, but the Ace of Cups, the 1 cup that he's carrying, is all about healing. It's all about new love, intuition. He grabbed that 1 cup and him gone. He's gone with his stuff. He's left behind. He's left it behind. So it's time to move on. It's time to move forward. Stop doing it, looking at the past. It's time to move on. This is a new year. Well, you know what I mean. It's not really a new year, but you know what I mean. Yeah? That's what we need to remove. Past thinking, outdated thinking, outmoded things that don't serve you, and it hasn't worked for you in the past. It's not work. It's not working. That job, you know? Leaving the past behind. It's a whole new world out here, babes. Whole new world. Look at that. She ain't shy in retirement. Look at her. She out there. She out there. Auto doing everything. No. Sorry. But you know what I mean? She's like bold. She ain't messing around, you know. Come on. Yeah, this is what we need to, this is what we need to remove. The past. The past. You know, the past 400 years. And it goes back further than that. But we're in a new cycle now. The energies are shifting. You can see now that people like Oprah Winfrey are being put up for president. Because they see that we have power. This is Oprah. Okay. This is Oprah. Oprah runs her yard. Stedman, no know where come from, but Army no say. This is Oprah. She running her yard. She running her home. Don't know where Stedman fits in that. But I don't ever hear of a house with his 2 emperors. Just saying. So, That's what we need to remove from our lives this year. Right, so let's get to our relationships with black men in general. Our relationships in total. I'm going to clarify all of these cards so to get more of an understanding. So our relationships, hey, the Magician in the reverse. But this is kind of a trickery card, manipulation. Yeah? The Emperor in upright is all about manifesting, having everything that he needs, she needs to manifest their desires, our desires. But when it's in reverse, it can talk about manipulation, trickery, mental illness. It can talk about games, mind games. All these things. This is what our relationships with black men are about now. This is really sad. I wasn't, I didn't know what I was going to expect when I did this. I wondered when I did the spread, and I came up with the spread, I was wondering what that card would be. And this is very fitting because there's a lot of us out here that are on some sort of mind game with men. And okay, I'm going to put myself in there. I ain't saying that I'm just totally, we all have our little ways to manipulate and get what you want. But this is, for good or for bad, this is our relationships with black men at this time. The Magician in reverse. So we're not manifesting anything good. In fact, we're not manifesting anything. This is manifestation. Having everything that you need to manifest what you want. But we ain't manifesting nothing. Because we're too busy tricking, and we're too busy being tricky and manipulative and playing mind games up in here. This is very sad. But that's what the Spirit says is going on. Anyway, our relationship with the world. Oh yeah, say they know we think we're strong. They think we're the strong black woman. The Strength card is all about forgiveness. It's not just about strength. It's about forgiveness. It's about compassionate. It's being compassionate. As you can see, you've got the woman here, and she's with one hand single-handedly taming that lion. Taming the lion. So this is how the world sees us as black women. They see us as we're the only ones that can tame the beast. We're the ones that can tame the beast. Who the beast is, well, we don't know. What the beast, I guess, is the world, but we're out here taming it. We're out here doing it. With that black girl magic, that's a number 8. That's all about power. The 8 is a number of power and leadership. And the problem is this ain't good for the home. It's not good for the home. Because we're in the world being strong. Yeah? We're getting it. At the same time, yeah, we're compassionate, and we're compassionate, we're kind, we're forgiving to who? The world. But look where the black man is over here. Manipulated, controlled, mind games, trickery. This is serious. This is really serious. This is the card of Leo. And Leo, you know how Leo's staring. Leo is the one that wants all the attention, and they just play up for everybody. Leo likes attention. And Leo's getting attention here. This is representing the black woman. And Leo represents the sun. The sun is the card the sun rules Leo. The sun rules this card. So you're talking about, the sun. There's nothing stronger in our universe than that. Nothing stronger in the universe than the sun. And this card is ruled by the sun. So it's saying that we have a lot of power. This is a number 8, which represents power. Let's move on. I'm going to come to the message, advice from my ancestors last after I clarify, because I always like to see what they've got to say after the fact, after everything. So, our outcome for 2018. See, all of these are major arcana. This is deep. The moon. This is the card of intuition. It's the card of can be fear. It can represent fear of the unknown, not seeing your way, not being able to see your way clear, not being able to see your journey. This also represents, it could represent us as the moon cycles, because remember our cycles are connected to the moon. The moon is ruled by Cancer or Pisces, sometimes Cancer or Pisces. And it's the number 18, which is 9. 1 and 8 is 9. 9 is the highest number. So 2018. So this is about now, we are awakening to our intuition. We are awakening to the female side of ourselves, because the moon is ruled by the moon. The moon is ruled by a feminine energy. Not this. This is masculine energy. This is female energy. So we're coming out, the present state, that's our present state. We are now coming out of this and we're going into this, the moon. The moon is all about Luna. She is all about receptiveness, intuition. She's all about femininity. And we are entering into this now. Interesting. So I'm going to clarify this reading with the African American deck. I love this deck. African American deck. Just going to clarify, get some more info on this reading. Get some more information. Very deep. Didn't think that Spirit was going to be so direct, but Spirit is direct. Come out and talk straight about the home. The overall energy is about the home, and it's deep. I think after this video, I'm going to do the Black Men's video. I just wanted to see how this one was going to go, and I think I'm going to just do straight after, so that we've got both sides of the story. Right, one more. Okay. See, the Emperor popped up again. Okay, let's see if they'll come up again in the reading. Ooh, we've got jumpers. Right. We've got the 4. We've got the 4 of, is it 4 cups? The 8 of Swords. And the Prince of Cups in reverse. But I'm going to put them back in the deck. If they come back out again, they're meant to be there. Right. Okay. Interesting reading. Okay. So we've got the Hangman and the 10 of Swords. Okay. I'm going to shuffle a couple more times. If any of those cards that popped up come back again, then I'll know they're meant to be part of this reading. The World card has come up again. Alright. And one more shuffle. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. For the Chariot, for the Emperor, the World, Six of Cups, Magician, Strength card, and the Moon. And also from Spirit. And the overall energy is the Three of Swords. Way. Heartbreak and loss. Heartbreak. This is what this card usually represents: giving up, being defeated, giving away your shit. Feel, you know, just like I give up, man. This is what this card represents. So what? We're gonna give up our homes. We're defeated. Our families, our men, we're gonna give them up. Right, let's clarify. So on top of the Emperor, we have the Four of Cups. We did have that already. So the Four of Cups in this deck, you know, in this deck, all the cups have spilled out. All the cups are gone. We've got a baby here, a child. And we've got a female lioness, and it's bringing food to the child. So it's like the lioness, she has to rule the house, because where's the man? Where's the money? Where's the man that's bringing in the food, bringing in the money, providing? This is all about providing. Camera's not very good, but this card is all about providing. And maybe the black woman doesn't feel like the black man is doing that, so she has to step up and do it, because who else is going to do it? The four, this is two fours. Fours represents stability, foundation. Actually, we've got four fours here, three fours. So this is all about foundation. The four represents foundation. So this is the foundation that we're building, and our children are thinking, oh well, this is how mommy does. This is how it's supposed to go, because we're building a foundation that is not a good one. Do you not see? It's a lioness that is bringing the baby's food. You know, keep it, you know, in a cave. You know, provided shelter, provided heat. This should not be the black woman doing that. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, what is our focus for 2018? Now, we had the World. Remember the World? Clarifying that we have the Eight of Swords. Now, this is all about the mind and communication. So the Eight of Swords, as you can see in the picture, you have a pit. You've got this beast and you've got this man, and there's a pit, and it's surrounded by swords. We have the World here. This is about us being an authentic self. can represent feeling trapped. But as I can see, you can see that he don't look trapped anymore. It's like he was trapped and now he's been liberated. And if you can look in the corner there, you see a picture of a black woman with her first job. Back in the day, if I had the book, I'd read it, what this meaning is. But in there's a nice little additional meaning to the card, where you've got this black woman who now been accepted in the workplace amongst the white people. So it's like, we've been given our place in the work arena. This is what's been a bone of contention in black homes for decades now. We have been given our place in the corporate world. But is it a trap? Is it a trap? Was it a trap? Because what happened? They paid the black woman more and the black man can't find no job. What do you think that did to the man? How is that going to affect? We went out into the world with, So what it's saying is, go out into the world. Go out into the world. Be you. Be your authentic self. But don't fall into the trap. Don't fall into the trap of, because I know there's some black women out here that are like, oh well, and the way that they treat, they're in positions of power, and the way that they treat black men in a position of power is disgraceful. A lot of them, disgraceful. Don't fall into the trap, because it's a trap. And swords represent communication. It represents thought. It represents thoughts. It represents thought. It represents communication. It represents intellect. So don't think that you're better. Don't fall into that trap. Don't let the white man put you, because you see him there. Don't let the white man put you above your man. Because look, the emperor, you're already the emperor in your home, and that is not working for us. It's not working. Interesting, very interesting. So what we need to remove in 2018, now we said we're going to move away from the past. And we're going to start, you see he's got his cup. You see that one cup there? You see his cup there? I think this is Legba. I'm going to find out in a minute. I think this is Legba. But Ilegua. But he's got his one cup. So he took his one cup and he's left the past behind, and guess what? It's a new cup. This is the page of cups, or the knave of chalices. This is all about a new opportunity coming in. It could represent messages, but you're moving forward. You've moved on, and what we need to remove now is we need to move on from immaturity when it comes to love. We need to be mature women. We say that we want real men, but what are we doing to get real men? What are we doing? Are we behaving like grown women, or are we behaving in a immature way? What did I say about this card? I said there's a lot of us out here that are doing things that we used to do. We're all up in our 40s now, and we're doing things that we used to do in our 20s, and we'll be, but I still got it. Yeah, you might still got it, my love, but it's time. Life is about cycles. There's things that you have to move on from. You can't continue to be thinking that you can dress up in a batty rider and go out to party and think it's okay. It is not. Do you understand? It's not. We need to start being mature, because this is an immature person. The Page of Cups is somebody who's very immature in love, even though it's represented by Legba here, because he's very playful. Legba he's a very playful, childlike Orisha. He's very playful, he's very childlike, and we need to get away from that. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be playful, but what I'm saying is that we need to be mature when it comes to love, when it comes to our emotions. We need to be more emotionally intelligent as women out here. We can't be out here snatching wigs and then putting it on Facebook and everybody's laughing and it's joke. It's not funny. It's not funny. Right. Our relationships with black men. Remember I said it was oh my gosh. Trickery, games, trickster, manipulation. This is why we can't have the happy home. This is the Ten of Cups. This is all about emotional fulfillment. This is all about happy family life. This is Olodumare. This is, but it's in reverse. Isn't that strange that both of these cards are reversed? If it was upright, you'd have manifestation of emotional fulfillment, happiness, joy, happy home life, happy family life. But no, they're both like this. They're both like this. Wake up. They're both like this. And you've got a 1 and then you've got a 1. You've got 2 1s. Let me just put that so you can see. You've got 2 1s. Oh no. You've got a 10 here, but it's a 1. Right? And you've got a 1, which is the Magician. And both of them. So this is representing a new beginning. But a new beginning cannot come if we don't stop manipulating and controlling the man. And if you are the emperor in your home, that's what is going to happen, because you're there controlling him. I've seen, especially in the older generations, the way that some of our grandmothers talk to our grandfathers and treat them is not good. It's not nice. That's all I'm going to say about that, because I'll get into trouble. Right, so you have the Strength card. This is with our relationship with the world and the way that the world sees us. And to clarify that, we have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a man on a mission. This is a man on a mission. This is a metamorphosis state. Do you not see he's climbing out of the belly of the snake and he's got wings? And the sun is rising. It's a new day, honey. It's a new day. The sun. They see that we are, when they see things like black girl magic, they don't like it. They don't like it, because now they realize that we are standing in our power. We are in our authentic selves now. You've got people like Taraji P. Henson doing movies on Emmett Till. You've got these powerful black women that are making movies about us. You've got the Black Panther movie coming out and the women are strong in that. You've got all kinds of, listen, this is metamorphosis. The Knight of Wands is somebody who he's got a message and he's rushing in. He's a messenger. So not only we got our strength, but we got a message on. we've got a message. See, he's one down there, now he picks up that one and he's gone. She's gone. She's got that. She got wings and everything. She ain't sticking around. So she's now taking that strength and she's flying. And this is how the world is seeing us, for good or for bad. Not obviously there are those that don't like it, but this is how we're being viewed. Like I said, you got Oprah. They're talking. Hollywood are talking about putting Oprah up for president. All right. Right. So the outcome we dealt with was the moon. This is about us coming to our intuition. It's about us coming to our feminine energy. Yeah. And then what have we got here? The Two of Wands. Now usually the Two of Wands would represent a new vision. But in this card, it talks about an ancestral spirit that torments the child. You know, I don't see a negative in this. What I'm seeing in this is we are coming into our intuition and we are being spoken to by spirit. Whether we like it or not, you know, spirit is reaching out to us. And for some of us, it's a torment. It is tormenting because it's telling us that, you know, you need to get back into your feminine energy. This emperor energy that we are walking with is not our natural state. It's not. This is what feminism and all these other things did to us. Put us outside of our natural energy, our receptive energy. And now it's like, usually the Two of Wands represents a crossroads, being at a crossroads, having a new vision for the future. But in this deck, and it's in reverse, it's like you know, you've got the additional message here with the man riding the bull. It's like, I don't like to say it like this, but you know, that's how they say it in Jamaica. It's like them spirit I ride you. You know, spirit is riding you. It's now time. It's time, and you know it's time. You know it's time. Okay, let's just see what the ancestors are saying. Oh, hang on. I wanted to introduce my little oracle deck, but I'm gonna get to the message from spirit because I know we want to know what they said. Okay, this is advice from the ancestors. Now we have the Nine of Swords. This is all about worries, fears, being downtrodden, worrying. You know, this is why there's a lot of these us women that are going through a lot of mental health issues, because we're in a situation, we're putting ourselves here. This is not our natural energy. We're tired, we're burnt out. Let the man be the man. Let him do what he's supposed to do. How you can say I want a man, but you don't want him to be, you don't let him be a man? That's for the ones that want to be men. There are a lot of boys out there, I have to say. But do you not see? This is the message. This is the advice. This is the advice from the ancestors. Stop worrying. Come out of the energy that is not your natural energy, because it's not doing us any good. This is what is going to happen to us. You see, yeah, you might have the corporate job. Yeah, you might have the you have the nice car, but what do you have to gain? It's not easy work. It's not easy. And when you have to then you're kind of expected to because you're in a position of power, and there's many black women in positions of power, and they're going through this. But they have the nice car and they have the nice house and they rule their home. That's great and all. But if this is what's happening to you, what's the point? What's the point? Clarifying that we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles, it has two meanings. It has a few meanings, but two most obvious meanings is stingy, miserly person, somebody who's maybe good with money. Maybe I shouldn't say stingy, I should say somebody who's good with money, but stinginess can be a part of that. But whoever, this is all about being stable. This is another four. How many fours have we got? We've got 4 fours. This 3 fours is the ancestral number, so you know the ancestors are here. So we have 4 fours. We end with a 4. We started with a 4 and we end with a 4. And that's all about foundation. Your foundation. You can't build a stable home without stability, without a firm, sturdy foundation. Yeah? You can't. So this is all about stability. Most likely financial stability. So females, stop with the wigs and the weave. If you know, say you ain't got no money for no weave, and you got money, but you only got money to pay the light bill. Pay the light bill. Save your money, because this is all about saving. Save your money. You want a man that can give you all these things, but you want to go and spend and splash out on foolishness that you don't need. And this is why. You're trying to keep up with the girls, and it ain't working. It ain't working. Get your house in order. Stop copying stop copying your friends. Stop trying to keep up with your friends. Do you understand? If you say you've only got lemonade budget, stop living a champagne life. There's no shame in it. There's no shame in it. Because 9 times out of 10, a lot of these people that say they've got money, 9 times out of 10, they have to do some juggling to look that good. Not everybody's got money. Stop looking at the next person and deal with your own home. Because I'm sorry, this is not a good state to be in. This is not a good, this is a message from the ancestors. They don't want this for you. This is all going on in your mind. This is a sword energy. And with swords, you talk about communication. So your communication is reflected in this. So no wonder you're snapping at people and you're just pissed off. Because you're putting yourself in a situation where you don't need to be in. Step back and let the man be the man. Step back and let him lead. Right? Now, if he's got the finances and he can treat you, and you can go and get that weave, and you can get those red bottoms, great. But if you know you ain't got the money, stop pestering the man for the money, and he knows that you know he don't have it, and you're making him feel guilty. This is not great. And then you turn around and say, oh, so-and-so has them. Well, so-and-so's man can do it. And what? What's that got to do with you, what so-and-so's man is doing? That ain't none of your business. Take care of your man. Take care of the man that you have. Because when he's gone, you can't be bitching and carrying on. You can't be going over to the side chick's house to snatch wig. If say you put him under this much pressure, you can't. You haven't got no right. That's another story. I don't know who that was for. So that's the message from Spirit. That is very interesting. I wasn't expecting it to be like that, but they know. I want to draw an oracle card. This is my little personal deck that I created for myself. just a couple of flashcards that I just did some artwork on. Nothing special, but they're very accurate. So I'm going to draw 3 cards. Spirit is saying 3 cards. Ancestor is saying 3 cards. 3 cards. Usually they jump. If they don't jump, then I'll just cut the deck. Okay, I'll get one more spirit. So I'm gonna do the black men's after this, because I think while reading this energy, I think it's a good idea to do that. Let me just take a card out from the middle, bottom of the card. Self-care. Look after yourself. This is not looking after yourself. This is burnout. Mental burnout. And if your head ain't working right, nothing else ain't going to work right, my dear. Right, so we have magic. Now, we've already talked about black girl magic now. Okay. So this is just reinforcing it. You've got the triple moon goddess, and we've got the moon here. So this is again reinforcing that this is the energy that we need to be in. I'm not saying that we need to be witches. I'm saying that this is the female. This is all about manifestation. Not this type of manifestation, y'all. This is manipulation. We don't want this no more. We want to manifest happiness and joy. We don't want to manifest trickery and mind control and games. Yeah? That's what we want. This is representing the 3 aspects of the moon. So this is about feminine energy here. Second card. The moon. Again. Confusion. 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 And the final card. Cleanse. It's time to cleanse. It's time to release. It's time to let go of the past, of the stuff that we used to do in the past, the emotional immaturity. Yeah? We need to cleanse and release. Now, okay, it's a picture of a black woman in the bath, but the cleansing doesn't just talk about a spiritual bath. It talks about cleansing of the mind, body, soul, and spirit. Cleanse everything. This is a new start. Cleanse us of the mindset that is keeping us in a situation where we feel like we have to rule the home. We refuse to let the man. No, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Take care of yourself. And once you've taken care of yourself, you can take care of everybody else, because that is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be nurturing. You're supposed to be loving. That's what you're supposed to be doing. This is what the lioness is doing here. Nurturing, but also, providing the food. It's like she's doing 2 roles. She's doing his role and she's doing her role. She's being a nurturer, but she's also being a provider. Here. So, this is the reading for the black women for 2018. I really hope that there was a message in there for you. If you just leave a message, just leave a comment. Yeah, be nice though, because this is my first time. I don't usually do readings on camera, so I'm just loving the way that Spirit just spoke. Spirit just came out and said everything. Ancestors came out, showed out. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. I'll go ahead and do the Black Men's reading. So stay tuned, okay? My sisters, stay strong, honey. But stay in your goddess energy. More importantly, all right. Stay in your goddess energy. Okay.